Then we have a scheduling criteria. Scheduling criteria is based on various aspects because different CPU scheduling algorithm, they have different properties as we see just now, and the choice of particular algorithm may favor one class of a process over another. What are the criteria? First is CPU utilization. We want the CPU utilization to be as maximum as possible. Throughput, that is the number of processes which is completed, number of processes which are completed per unit time. This is the throughput of the criteria, or you can say the CPU utilization, this throughput of number of processes which are coming has to be as maximum as possible. Then we have turnaround time. That is, when you submit the process and the time it completes, the time in between is the turnaround time. That is the time of completion minus time of submission. This difference is nothing but the turnaround time. And what is the formula? Because now the turnaround time is basically the time it has got in the CPU and the time it has wasted, or not wasted, I must not use this word, it has passed in waiting in the ready queue, or say maybe some input output is going on. So CPU burst time plus waiting time is actually the turnaround time. How about the waiting time? Waiting time, as I just said, the sum of the period it spent waiting in the ready queue, all the time it was waiting in the ready queue. This is the waiting time. So the formula will be the turnaround time minus the CPU burst time. Then response time. Response time is, first you have submitted the request, the first point you get some response. I'm not talking about the total completion. I'm just saying the time the first response you receive, this is the response time. So what is our criteria when we are dealing with the CPU scheduling? First of all, we want to maximize the CPU utilization, we want to maximize the throughput, we want to minimize the turnaround time, waiting and response time. All three, these has to be minimized as much as possible.